The hidden signs of success. Every man and woman alive desires success, yet most imagine it is hidden in some distant future. They say, "One day, I will succeed, if only I get lucky, if only I find the right opportunity." But success is not waiting for you in the future. It is shaping itself right now through your thoughts, your habits, and your choices. The truth is this: you are closer to success than you think. Every obstacle, every small victory, every discipline you practice is a sign that you are walking toward your destiny. This journey is not about luck, it is about law. The laws of success never fail, and whoever understands them, commands them. Control over your reactions, mastery of self. The first law of greatness is this: learn to govern your reactions. Life will always test you with criticism, disappointment, and fear. But between every event and your response, there lies a sacred pause. In that pause, your destiny is decided. A weak man reacts blindly, anger with anger, insult with insult, fear with retreat. But a strong man pauses, reflects, and chooses a response that serves his highest purpose. I once knew a merchant who lost his entire fortune in one storm at sea. While others wept, he declared, "The ocean has taken my wealth, but not my courage." Within 3 years, he built again, stronger than before. His secret was self-mastery. Remember this truth: if you cannot rule yourself, you cannot rule your world. Discipline transforms into habit. Discipline is the bridge between dreams and achievement. Most people think discipline is a burden. They wake in the morning arguing with themselves. Should I rise or stay in bed? Should I work or delay? This constant debate drains their energy before the day even begins. But successful men do not fight this battle daily. They fought it once and won. They turned discipline into habit. Rising early, working steadily, practicing self-control, these are no longer struggles, but second nature. I once met a baker who woke every day at 4 a.m. without an alarm. He smiled and said, "I do not wake early. Early waking is part of who I am." When discipline becomes identity, success becomes automatic. Adversity, the furnace of greatness. Greatness is never born in comfort. Every strong soul has been tested by fire. Look at the oak tree on the mountain. The winds twisted its branches, yet made its wood strong. Meanwhile, the oak in the sheltered valley grew tall but weak. Your struggles are not your enemies, they are your training. Every difficulty is asking you one question: who will you become because of this? The blacksmith does not fear the hammer, it shapes his sword. Fire tests gold, adversity tests men. So welcome obstacles, for they are not destroying you, they are preparing you. Gratitude, the magnet of blessings. Gratitude is not a reaction to fortune, it is the creator of fortune. Two men may face the same life. One counts his troubles and feels cursed, the other counts his blessings and feels rich. The difference is not in life, but in the eyes that see it. A farmer once lost his crops to drought. While neighbors cursed the heavens, he stood on his land and said, "This soil has fed me for 30 years. One bad season cannot erase its gift." His gratitude gave him strength, and the next year he discovered new farming methods that made him wealthier than ever. Gratitude multiplies blessings. A complaining heart blocks success, but a thankful heart attracts it. Power of living in the present moment. Most men live either in yesterday's regret or tomorrow's fear. Their body is in today, but their mind is elsewhere. That is why they miss the opportunities right before them. The wise know that power exists only in the present. This moment, here and now, is the only time action is possible. I knew a carpenter whose work was admired across the land. He once told me, "When I drive a single nail, that nail deserves my full attention. If I give it less, both the nail and I suffer." His secret was presence. Success is not built in some distant future. It is built nail by nail, choice by choice, moment by moment. Authenticity over performance. Many people wear masks to please others, pretending to be what they are not. This performance drains their energy and fills them with fear of being discovered. But authentic men, the ones who dare to be real, possess a power that cannot be faked. People may not always agree with them, but they trust them. I once knew a teacher dismissed from several schools because he refused to follow rigid rules. Instead, he opened a small class at home, teaching from the heart. His students outperformed those in elite schools. His authenticity became his authority. Success built on pretense is fragile. Success built on truth is unshakable. Inner peace, the secret weapon of leaders. Most people believe peace will come when life is perfect, when money is enough, when health is flawless, when problems disappear. But such a day never comes. True peace is not the absence of problems. It is the mastery of response. The man who accepts what he cannot control and governs what he can walks with calm power. I knew a judge who daily heard cases of betrayal, violence, and deceit. Yet he said, "The courtroom reflects chaos. My duty is to remain as stable as justice itself." His peace made him a source of strength for all. Peace is not weakness. It is the still center from which wisdom and power flow. Purpose, the compass of achievement. A man without purpose is like a ship without a compass, moving, but going nowhere. He may be busy, but he is not progressing. The purposeful man, however, moves with precision. Every choice, every effort, every sacrifice serves his vision. His work becomes meaningful, his struggles become stepping stones. A doctor once left his wealthy practice to serve the poorest neighborhoods. His friends thought him foolish, but his eyes shone with joy. "Before, I treated symptoms, now I heal lives." Purpose gave him power greater than wealth. When you know your why, you can endure any how. Virtue as the foundation of lasting success. Wealth and fame may come and go, but virtue endures. A dishonest man may rise quickly, but he falls just as fast. A man of integrity may struggle, but in the end, he stands taller than all. I recall a merchant offered a contract that could double his fortune if he remained silent about faulty goods. He refused, saying, "My reputation is worth more than gold, because gold can be stolen, honor cannot." Years later, when competitors collapsed under corruption, his business thrived on trust. Virtue is not just morality, it is strategy. Character is the foundation of permanent success. Solitude and the power of reflection. Most people fear being alone because they cannot bear their own thoughts. They drown themselves in noise and distraction. But great men treasure solitude. In silence, they meet themselves. In reflection, they turn mistakes into lessons and lessons into wisdom. A sea captain I once knew kept a journal of every voyage, every decision, every outcome. He said, "The ocean teaches daily, but only to those who take notes." Over 30 years, he became the most trusted captain on the seas, not by luck, but by reflection. Solitude is not loneliness, it is strength. Reflection creates wisdom. Experience alone does not create wisdom, reflection does. The man who never pauses to learn from life repeats the same mistakes. The reflective man, however, grows wiser with every step. At the end of each day, ask yourself, what did I learn? How did I grow? What will I improve tomorrow? This practice turns ordinary days into extraordinary teachers. Thomas Edison once said, "I have not failed. I've simply found 10,000 ways that will not work." That is the spirit of reflection, turning failure into fuel. Designing your own destiny. Now you know the truth. Success is not distant. It is here within you. It is written in the choices you make, the discipline you practice, the gratitude you hold, the peace you maintain, and the purpose you pursue. Remember, riches, fame, and recognition are shadows. The real treasure lies in your character, your wisdom, and your inner strength. Do not wait for success to arrive tomorrow. Create it today. For the man who governs himself, who lives with purpose, who builds on virtue, and who never surrenders to fear, success is not a question of if, but when. Your destiny is not written by chance. It is written by choice. And starting today, the pen is in your hand.